Yesterday I was very angry. It's been a while. It's rare, but somebody pissed me off to the point where turning the cold shoulder and being peaceful and silent didn't work. And this is why I want to share about that because I want people to understand how authentic I intend for everything I share it to be. Things don't happen overnight. I go through some things, some human things like everybody else. And what I said was, I stopped talking to you because of the way you make me feel. And every time I talk to somebody that makes me feel like this, there's something wrong. Before we talked today, I felt better. And then I walked away. And then I heard the person mumbling to herself, I'm sorry. And I had already forgiven her. And it's funny because, like, a week or so prior, I was told by her that what she loves about me is how direct and honest I am. And I talk about things, I talk about my problems openly. And that's why I'm genuinely happy, she said. And I was very, very appreciative of her understanding that. And last month, my main thing was talking about, especially towards us young men, we need to be vulnerable and talk about these things. Um, and it was hard for me to express it in some ways because I understand that my way, one way, isn't the only way to heal, etc. But if I could, help out in some way, shape, or form, then that would be what I know to do to help because that's what I do. So I can speak on it. But when I did this, I felt very angry. I felt the energy, but you know what? I also felt a release. I was told this person has pissed off 10 people, and I'm victim number 11, and I refuse to be a victim. But after about 2 years, it got to this point. A person that doesn't like boundaries that you set is very toxic, and somebody that has little to no respect for you. And it's crazy because this person does nice things. This person does make me happy when I'm around, when she's around. But this whole back and forth thing is just not tolerable for me. The body is very intelligent. My body knows. Somebody was asking me, how do I lose weight so fast? And really, I just stopped eating. I mean, I stopped eating a lot of food. I still ate. Um, of course, I exercise, etc. I make my smoothies. But my body knows and picks up on signals. And but that's because I'm consciously self-aware, and a lot of people aren't. But I took the practices, the steps, the meditations and yogas, the stretches, the isolation, the okay with being alone. I've done all these things that I talk about, and I found it. And I go through things like this, and I find peace after the fact. You see, I have to go through certain things to achieve it, and life experiences will teach. Life will teach. Life is the best teacher for me, and people are life. So I hope this helps somebody out there, man, because I was going through some things with a gal a couple months, and it really hurt me a lot. And I got it was to a point where I found my self worth when we reconnected again. So I was open minded to the fact that she might go through the same old patterns of toxicity to try to bring me down and start a fight with me and arguing. And I wasn't, no, like, at this point in my life, I haven't seen you in a couple years. Are we really gonna go through this again? No, I'm not. Trust me. And it got to a point where she couldn't. She cried on the phone to me, and she says, "You don't let people control you." And as she's sniffling, and and it made me feel good. But in some ways, looking back in hindsight, I kind of felt like she was talking about herself towards me. Maybe I'm wrong, but once I heard that, and she continued on the same pattern as I predicted, you don't want to be in that category of being the predictable person, especially if it's negative. Uh, but, anyways, she told me, I can do better than you. And I responded back, then do it. What are you talking to me for? Everything I was saying was like precisely, I don't care. do what you want to do, because she was so used to people, especially men, chasing after her and giving her all this attention, and her just rubbing it back in their faces. You know what I mean? And I wasn't having that. You know, at this point in my life, I've developed a lot of sense of self worth, communication skills, honesty, authenticity, all the above. And somebody couldn't see that. Somebody that doesn't see your value will not respect you, for the most part. And I hope this helps somebody else out there.